cases, serial number 112.
Lordships, I'm appearing through VC in this petitioner.
Yes, Mr. Mathur.
Lordships, this is an application for urgent parole on medical grounds.
Yes.
It is listed in defect side on the ground that the power of attorney has not been submitted by the person who has filed this petition on behalf of the prisoner.
Yes.
We will kindly appreciate that no stone will remain unturned for obtaining a power of attorney, but the jail authorities were non-cooperative in the circumstances.
What is the ground for the parole, Mr. Mathur?
Kindly, sir.
What is the ground for the parole?
Our ground for parole is that he is require an urgent treatment of his heart ailment, and in the aims also, that is what is provided is invasive treatment. He requires an non-invasive treatment which is available in a particular hospital situated in Maharashtra at Khopoli Heart Hospital, Maharashtra, Madhava. That is the ground.
We'll ask them to verify the medical condition from the jail.
Lordships will kindly appreciate one thing, that he was sent to a hospital, Arogya Dham, where he remained for a period of 1 week, and I have submitted a report of the doctor also. Therefore, respectful submission would be, Your Lordships, I will be grateful if Your Lordships call for the status report.
We'll call for the status report.
Can it be taken up on 5th?
Just a moment, WG is saying something.
ये आसाराम बापू का है, ये जो पैरोल है वो आसाराम बापू का है।
आसाराम बापू का, रामचंद्र भट्ट का नहीं।
रामचंद्र भट्ट का नहीं है, तो ये कैसे लगा सकता है?
Sir, that is what I submitted. The petitioner pointed out is.
Power ही नहीं है सर, इसके पास कोई वकालत नहीं, वकील भी नहीं।
Sir, I am explaining this. My learned public prosecutor will kindly hear me.
Power
that is what I submitted.
या जेल में ये हॉस्पिटल में ये वहाँ भी पावर लिया था अगर इनको है तो।
Sir, my learned friend will please hear me carefully. My submission was made. May I request Honorable Court to have permission of a few documents which we submitted along with the additional documents?
Yes.
At page 331.
Yes.
Your Lordships will kindly appreciate that an application was submitted, and this is the information which has been given by the jail superintendent. उपरोक्त विषयांतर्गत प्रासंगिक प्रार्थना पत्र के संदर्भ में लेख है कि दंडित बंदी आसाराम और आसुमल पुत्र स्वयंसो, उम्र 85 ईयर्स, जाति स्वयंसो, आश्रम मोटेरा साबरमती जिला अहमदाबाद राज्य गुजरात, हाल निवास.
You are reading which page, Mr. Mathur?
I am reading page 331.
320?
One of additional documents.
321. Our pagination is not matching with your pagination.
Sir, 331, annexure A48.
No, 331 page is not there. It is coming to an end at page number 328.
Submitted an additional affidavit on 1st of July 2024.
Let the affidavit be called for.
Sir, this is captioned as additional document.
So let the registry place it before us.
Sir, can I request one thing?
Yes.
The Lordships may consider power of attorney issue.
Yes.
The matter may be fixed on 5th and status report may be called for.
That
The
we
Lordships always say that it is maintainable or not maintainable. But in the case of a parole person at the age of 85 years, we have said that the jail authorities are not cooperating.
और ऑनरेबल कोर्ट की डिविजनल बेंच ने बिल्कुल ऑर्डर कर रखा है के सामने इनको इलाज कराने का, वो भी ऑर्डर है।
Sir, I am not considering that document. I myself have submitted.
और
public prosecutor is saying, with all sense of responsibility, we have submitted that document.
कोर्ट डिसाइड कर चुका है ऑलरेडी।
Very well. If my learned friend wants to argue on merit on that issue, I am prepared to ask. Kindly have the time to the judgment. My learned friend is absolutely under misconception.
तो आगे के पेजेस आए नहीं है, सारे हैं नहीं 331
with additional documents.
अपना 328 पे खत्म हो रहा है, 331 डॉक्यूमेंट रेफर कर रहे हैं 330.
and a doctor was sent to meet the.
We will hear you on maintainability on 5th. He is wanting us.
Right, sir. That is what I am submitting.
Yes,
But management can always argue on maintainability. Meanwhile, status report may be called for.
You argue on maintainability?
पहले जेल सुप्रीडेंट को दे 7 दिन का उसको पावर है देने का.
Mr. Mathur, what is your response to the preliminary objection of the Mr. AG that the jail superintendent has powers and first application has to be given to him?
My Lord, kindly see the division bench of this honorable court decided this issue and
Yes.
page 246 of the paper book.
246.
46. The relevant portion is at page 268. I would request straightway to turn to page 268.
Yes,
The
246.
application was rejected by the jail superintendent. A petition was submitted, and the Honorable Supreme Court, Honorable Division Bench of the Honorable High Court held that since he has been convicted at 2 places by a learned court at Rajasthan and a learned court at Ahmedabad, therefore this parole cannot be granted. Hence, in this petition, we have challenged the validity of the rule itself. May I read the relevant portion at page 268?
Yes.
Irrespective of whether such provision is unconstitutional or the law as it stands today, bars consideration of the application of the prisoner who is undergoing jail sentence, jail in Rajasthan, having convicted by a court of other state. Thus, there is a clear prohibition under the law. Therefore, prayer to read down Rule 1, Sub-Rule 3 of the new parole rules of 2021 on the basis of the judgments rendered earlier. All judgments have been referred, and thereafter the next page, the last sentence.
Yes.
The petitioner could seek the consideration for release or parole under new rules of 2021, nor any direction can be issued for grant of first parole of 20 days under the new parole rules of 2021. Therefore, sir, my respectful submission is, when first application was rejected, the Honorable Court said that the rules do not permit. Hence, in this writ petition, particular rule has been challenged. In the previous rules of 1958, the expression was ordinarily if a person is a resident of the outside state or is convicted by a court other than the state, then parole can be granted, but the expression ordinarily was there, which is conspicuously absent in the new rule. Therefore, in view of this judgment, the superintendent cannot consider my case. What to talk? Even the High Court said that we cannot consider. Therefore, we are challenged. This is my second prayer in this writ petition, that the rule may kindly be declared ultra vires on the ground that it is making a geographical discrimination. I have various grounds of challenge. It is a question of the liberty of a person and the treatment of the person who is in a critical condition. This issue that my learned friend is saying earlier considered should go there. It has to be considered on a higher pedestal.
Yes. Yes. Yeah.
This rule is challenging now this rule. Because two situations parole cannot be granted. One is conviction by court martial or a court of other state. Suppose there is a conviction in case of this court state and another case in other state. Then the question is whether this court cannot grant a parole for the conviction in respect of the state here. We may not grant a parole for the other case where he was convicted.
If we leave him for treatment of heart, which is claiming, then that parole has to operate.
Parole, we can't grant in respect of conviction of other state. But see, once we grant parole here, situation, you can seek a parole there.
Sir, therefore the rule is under challenge.
There is a question.
Now it has been.
Parole is not on merits. We have to examine whether there is a medical condition or not.
That is different.
The medical condition is acute for A, B, C, D, whoever. then, and if we are granting parole, will it not operate for all purposes?
No, medical condition exists, but he wants a different kind of treatment. We don't want
So that can be dismissed. In case we find that the treatment is not required, then we can dismiss it. But then this rule seems to be a little arbitrary.
No, he has to satisfy the validity of this. No, as per the previous rules, previous judgment, only on the ground that conviction is involved in other state. So rule prohibit the application of.
So now that time the release is challenged and just hear him at length, whatever will happen, will happen.
The thing is, he has filed a GP, putting in Indian application. But this is locus. Anyway,
We'll hear him on everything, whatever. Meanwhile, a status report can be called so that both sides are prepared and we can hear them. We'll decide it finally. We may,
if you
along we may dismiss.
if you see the other cases where multiple times paragraphs, there must have been obtained reports. The reports are there. Condition exists or not is made up from the previous reports. That is
If they want to assist, let them bring whatever they want to bring.
Let them find a counter for that. Subject to now, it is in the defect stage. No?
We are not changing the stage. This defect stage, his argument is that senior advocate says that it is incurable because we have tried, they are not giving us the power of attorney, they are not allowing us to sign.
No, we can give access to that.
So, then the defect will be removed. We can direct him to remove the defect.
His grievance is that he not giving access to that.
Yes.
Then we will appoint a commissioner whether really this man wants to engage this file.
So they can find out from the jail authorities.
We can find addiction.
WG को कहते हैं literally कर लेगा वो. And meanwhile we'll ask them to respond also. And whatever we'll hear both the parties and pass orders in accordance with law. Let the parties assist us. Because without complete assistance, deciding it or taking it head-on would be slightly difficult.
No, we can
Mr. WG and Mr. Mathur,
Kindly.
you raise all your objections. We'll leave it open for you. You also and have a copy of the petition. Yeah, it has not been given already. Mr. Mathur, why a copy is not?
It has been served, sir.
Yes, sir, copy नहीं है सर 340 पेज से डॉक्यूमेंट है कॉपी.
The copy WG says has not been given. Please serve the copy. Please doubly ensure it so that at least they can
We
respond.
have the endorsement on our file. It has been served. It was served on.
पिटीशन की कॉपी नहीं है.
It was served on 19th of June.
The WG says that the copy is there, but the documents are not there.
पेज नंबर से ये 249 बता रहा है वो भी नहीं है मेरे पास.
The copy as its file has been shown by the WG is starting from page 329.
I don't enter into this issue with the candidate.
You also don't wish to.
Provide him. We will provide him in a day.
Please do the needful.
Day itself we will provide to him.
Yes.
And may I request for one more thing?
Yes.
The meanwhile, in order to cure the defect pointed out, the Superintendent Jail may kindly be directed that power of attorney may be permitted to be executed. Prisoners wants to do it.
We'll direct.
Thank you.
We'll direct. When should we have it?
Sir, my request would be, since it is a issue of related to the Article 21 Constitution.
Right, but let him respond properly, Mr. Mathur, so that one day we'll finally hear and decide. Don't worry that.
इनको जो इलाज का है वो आरोग्य नाम का ऑर्डर हमने भेज दिया.
Please, we don't, today if you are not, both of you don't want us to decide it finally, then please, we are prepared to hear it on the next day finally. We are not going to dilly-dally. The only reason why we are asking you to take a date is that our documentation and your documentation should be complete. And you should be able to respond. Have a reasonable time for your response. 12th रखते हैं, कोई दिक्कत नहीं. List on 12th. एक मिनट हो जाइए. Order the senior advocate Mr. Mathur submits that there is an urgency in the matter as it involves the health of the concerned person. the additional advocate submits that there are a number of preliminary objections which include maintainability, and he needs some time to address all the issues, including the primary response to and also to make a primary response to the petition. The copy of the petition shall be served upon the AAG. A complete copy of the petition shall be served upon the AAG during the course of the day. The AAG shall prepare a proper response / status report of the case. Full stop. The AAG is also directed to enable the petitioner to get the power of attorney signed by the concerned prisoner in case he desires to do the same. Okay, Mr. Bapu?
Sir, can I request, humble request, in the meanwhile to call for a status report also?
Yes, status report already we have dictated.
Very great.
List on 12.
Great.
Serial number 130.